Hello, hello. Welcome.
Hello.
Ooh, hold on. Something is going weird. There we go. Okay. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Ooh, hold on. Something's open. Something is going weird. That's what it is. I had a window open that had YouTube open, and I was hearing an echo of everything, and I was like, what the fuck? Hi, everyone. Welcome back, my crispy, crunchy, absolutely deep-fried tater tots. You are tuned into Couch Potato Queen's recap of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17, Episode 14, How's Your Headliner? I am your host, Mackenzie, your favorite shady lady with a microphone, and I'm not alone tonight. We have a very special guest co-host in the house, the storm you didn't see coming, the tsunami that leaves drag devastation in her wake. Give it up for Tsunami Rain. Diva.
Hello. How are you?
This episode is missing one key ingredient, Dakota. That's right. After 11 episodes of sheer chaos, glitter, and emotionally questionable opinions, she's finally fallen. Not from grace, but to the viral plague, and that's apparently ravaging her delicate constitution. We politely suggested that she rally and maybe podcast through the fever dreams and cold sweats, because honestly, the delusion might have improved her takes. But no, she claims that she's dying again, which, let's be real, is the most Dakota thing ever. She could stub her toe and ride a wheel. Always performing, always dramatic, always turning a common cold into a full-blown Emmy campaign. Well, we did what we could. We lit a candle. We sacrificed an unopened RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star Season 2 DVD. We summoned a witch doctor / part-time DoorDash driver named Chad. But for now, she remains horizontal and helpless, probably practicing her in memoriam speech just in case. So yes, please pray for Dakota, or don't. She'd probably prefer a GoFundMe and a memorial ball challenge in her honor. Get well soonish, Dakota. We are only mostly replacing you. But tonight, we're going to be diving headfirst into episode 14 of RuPaul's Drag Race, season 17, How's Your Headliner? And honey, let's just say some of these girls had plenty of issues. And buckle up, because it's time to take the Vegas stage, get photo ready, and lip sync for a legacy, baby. So grab your feather boas and hold on to your wigs, because we've got a show to recap. Hey, Tsunami.
Oh, hey. Hey, gal.
How you doing?
Not too much, just got off work.
Oh, she worked hard for that money.
I
Just
do.
all day, sweating.
Just sweating, baby. Sweating.
Oh, so you
Get
ready
those
for
teeth cleaned.
We've only got 2 more episodes after this one left. So you ready for it to be done and over with?
I'm just ready to go on and see who the winner is, to be quite honest.
This season has drug on. Like, we're on episode 14 and we still have 15 fucking bitches. Like, come on, give it a fucking God. We did not need one of those saves in the beginning of the season, and we did not need a double save last week.
Well, there's probably going to be a triple save this coming week.
Well, no, next week it's going to be the Lollapalooza SmackDown.
Oh, I know.
So somebody will win. Well, I already know who won. Well, I know who the top 2 are that won the $50,000. Well, we don't know who won. They filmed 2. And so for the Lollapalooza SmackDown, they just filmed it. 2 people go to the end and they filmed a duel winning. Mm-hmm. Or they filmed each one winning. So RuPaul will do what RuPaul does and announce that. So anyway, if y'all haven't already, click that like button. If you're on Facebook, if you are on YouTube, click that like and subscribe button. And let us know what you thought about this episode. We would love to hear from you. So let's get started. Let me pull up.
Do it.
Our stuff. There we go. Here we go. So we're coming off the chaos of that double shantay last week. Mama Ru said not today, Satan, to elimination, and kept both Anya Nerve and Jules Sparkles. And they stayed after that lip sync showdown, which means 5 queens are still in the running for the crown. Lexi Love, Sam Star, Susie Toot are looking real stressed, especially Sam Star, who is not loving that nobody went home, said, I did not sign up for the group projects this late in the semester.
Damn.
Anya is feeling her fantasy. And I mean, like, feeling her fantasy, saying RuPaul had no choice but to keep her. Jules is like, I'm going to see y'all at the finale because I ain't going nowhere. And I think Sam was seconds away from flinging rhinestones like ninja stars.
Well, you know, she is the pageant queen, honey. She is fierce competition. So, you know, she's just ready to send these bitches home, basically. Like, let's
Do you
go.
think they really did earn a double shantay last week, or do you think it was all for the drama?
Wrong. So, no, I don't think. I think it was very drama. You know, there was a person that should have just won, and the other one should have been sent home. But you know, it's all a part of the game. You know.
Yep. You know, so the queens enter the workroom the next day, and they are all apparently dressed up for a hoedown. They're all wearing the cowboy hats. They're all ready to kick it off. They're ready for somebody to go home. They're ready to get to that final four. RuPaul enters the workroom and announces that this week's Maxi Challenge is they are auditioning to headline RuPaul's Drag Race Live in Vegas, honey. It is a triple threat Thunderdome, a glam photo shoot, a promo video, and a performance of the original song Gift Shop. Because who doesn't want a $47 RuPaul keychain? And to top it all off, the queens are sitting down with the icon, the legend, the biscuit herself, Miss Latrice Royale, for a kiki interview to prove they've got headlining potential. Now, I don't agree with this. I love Latrice, but in my opinion, they needed to have either the Queen of Vegas herself, Miss Chanel, up there interviewing these queens, because you think of Vegas, you think of Chanel, or they should have had Derek Barry up there. To me, that was a mixed opportunity. Like, love Latrice, but girl.
Yeah, we need a showgirl. We needed to see a showgirl, definitely. But who's not to say that Latrice is also showgirl? That's fine.
Yes, but I mean,
But
I just needed one. I don't think of Vegas, and I don't think Latrice, even though I know she's the MC of the Vegas show. She's been in it for a while. But I don't think Vegas and think Latrice. If I'm thinking a drag queen or Vegas, I'm thinking Chanel. I'm thinking Derek Barry.
when I think of Latrice, I think, hold up, wait a minute, let me put my fork in it. What is it? Fried? Oh my! Is it apple pie?
Yes. Yep. Also, shout out to Sam Starr, who was so excited that she said she could pee, and then Lexi said, "I just did." I was fucking screaming. That was hilarious.
Well, I mean, they do sit there for hours. You know what I'm saying? And it takes forever.
Well, but we also find out that whoever wins this challenge is going to receive an invitation to star in the Vegas show. So I think that's why Sam Starr was so peeing, and I think that's why Lexi said that she could have peed because of that.
Oh.
Girl, right now, if RuPaul said, if you win this challenge, you're going to be headlining in Vegas.
Girl, I would have done passed out.
Girl, if RuPaul told me if I won the challenge, I would be headlining, I'd be on my knees with my mouth open just going.
Oh, no. Girl, that's you.
Girl, I suck
Get
a
it,
dick.
girl. Get it.
Get ahead. I suck dicks to get out of parking tickets. You don't think I'd suck a dick to get a Vegas show?
Girl, get it. You better use those lists for what the...
The girls are excited, and then the girls start plotting their performances. Sam's going to go full-on shady country diva. Dolly meets Dynasty. Anya Nerve is going to give a one-woman Viola Davis realness. And Susie Toot, baby says she's going to do a sailor tap dancing, nautical nonsense, make it art school bullshit. Like,
she's already done that.
Girl. Which part of that challenge do you think you would have would have wrecked you, would have been the hardest for you? Do you think it would have been the promo video, the live performance, or sitting across from Latrice without turning into a puddle of goo?
Live performance, probably.
Yeah. Hey, Dakota. Dakota said, hey, hookers, coming to you live from my deathbed. I may be too ill to bless you with my presence on screen, but not too ill to judge from the comments. You fucking whore.
Work.
Yeah,
Girl.
I think the promo video probably would have been the hardest. Like, I can take a picture, but having to do a promo video that, and these promo videos, I think, was like the ones that they put on the Vegas or the poker machines, where, you know, it'll pop up and it'll be like, hey, come on. That to me is a little bit harder because they had to write it themselves. I think if it was something that was scripted, it would be a little bit easier. But having to write it and it be something, to me, that's the hardest part.
Yeah, because I mean, you have to use your imagination and hope to pray to God that it comes out the way everybody wants to see it, more so than what you think it should be, you know. And that's that's hard to do.
I agree. So we kicked things off with the photo shoot. And the photo shoot gave us a lot. Jules was buried in pit crew men like it was a Vegas bachelorette party. She was loving it. I thought, though, that she looked really good. Her look was very Vegas, like giving a little bit of Vegas, a little bit of sex worker, a little bit of, you know, hooker vibes.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Yes, very Sabrina Carpenter. And then I love how she kept doing everything. Like, ding, ding, ding.
Very glamour.
A slot machine. Yeah. Yep. And then the pit crew come in, and here she is with all the pit crew. And then RuPaul tells her to get on her knees with the pit crew. And then she's like, oh my God. After that, we have her interview with Latrice Royale. And I thought that it was very good. She spilled the roast tea, which was very interesting. She did also say that her worst moment in the competition was when Ariete stole her jokes. And Latrice's like, girl, what? And she's like, yeah, but at least she got the last laugh because I sent her home. And then Latrice stumped her, and Latrice is like, well, girl, you know, what's your plan for after this competition? What's your 5-year plan? And she just sat there and was like, crickets. I thought because of that she was going to be in trouble, but we find out. We'll get more into the judging a little bit later on. But, I mean, Latrice liked her, apparently liked the interview, and I think they got along really good. What do you think?
I also think they got along pretty good. Just, you know, you have to be quick-witted when in interviews, and if you need to take a second to think about what you're going to say, make it 2 seconds and go on. Don't wait a long time because it's going to make you look bad.
Yep, I agree. Here we find, here's Jules' video interview, our video for the poker machines. I felt like it was very Vegas. It looked really good. The red looked really good. It went along with the flamingo look. I thought she looked amazing. Here we have her photo shoot. All tea, all shade. Looked very, very good. And then here she is with the boys.
Stunning.
And I thought that looked really fucking good.
Yes, I have to agree. I did like that.
Yep. Next up we have hold on, let's see.
Very showgirl.
Yeah, that's the runway. We'll do her runways in a minute. I messed up and put on my videos for each girl on the same thing, so now I'm having to just take it down and fast forward. Next up we have Miss Sam Starr. Miss Samantha Starr looked fucking gorgeous in this dress. My only issue with her in this dress is she could not move in it. So RuPaul was really having to direct her a lot. And at one point, RuPaul touches Tam, and she was like, trying to move her around, and Tam practically, and she declared that she was never going to wash her dress again because RuPaul touched it, and that DNA evidence is alive.
I'm mad, bitch.
Tam also
Yes.
practically faded from horniness and was distracted by all of the bulges. Honestly, relatable. I would have been too. But yeah, I felt like she looked the most Vegas out of everybody.
It looked good. I would say right now, I think Jill Sparkles is still number one for me right now. I think that was very Sam Starr, not Vegas.
Yep, I agree. Then we have this is Sam Starr's look.
She could have had. I mean, I've seen Sam Starr with headpieces, huge ones. Like, where is that at? Like, you're in a gown with this long thing coming off your arm that looks like I don't know what it's called, but like Japanese or Chinese.
Yes.
I forgot what it's called, but it was.
Remember when a couple of episodes back when she wore that it was like a showgirl look, and it was like the headdress and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to me, I would have saved that look for this.
Yes.
I don't, but they also don't know what prompts are being given. So I think they might have been given a Vegas showgirl look or prompt, and then she may have mistaken that for that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And that's why so many people were so confused why she wore that. Like, maybe that's what it was. I don't know.
But still, it worked. So
still, it worked. Yeah. For this interview with Latrice, I thought she looked absolutely fucking gorgeous. Yes, we have seen her in this hair before, but her and Latrice sitting there together was wonderful. Sam also cracked everyone up by screaming, "I love head," to a stunned Latrice Royale, and then proceeded to give a dual performance of Jesus is a Biscuit with Latrice, both as himself and as Cher. Oh, Jesus is a biscuit.
Oh.
She's trying to get that EGOT.
Mm-hmm. She's trying.
She's trying, girl. Let's see. Let's fast forward just a little bit to. Oh, here we go. This is her RuPaul's Drag Race or her live video look. This was more like what I was looking at. Like, I love this look. Like, that to me is very.
Mm-hmm.
This is her look with the boys.
I really like the other photo. The one close up to her face.
Yeah, hold on. I think it's fixing to come up again right here. Yeah, her whole thing was very country.
Yes. Like legit, like sickening. Now, if we're just going off like the RuPaul's Drag Race live, like picture, stunning.
Yeah. Let's see, where's that? Let me 240.
Right, yeah. See, quick changes, but at the same time, I like the close-up pictures. They look so good.
Yeah.
But I don't. I like the yes, stunning.
Yep. I also too.
I just wish her whole thing would have been in it, but it's cute. I like it.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, and I thought this was cute with the boys and the one guy doing the upside down thing. Like, if I was on the Vegas, I've been on the Vegas Strip. If I walked by this on the Vegas Strip, I would stop and be like, "Oh, yeah, let's go watch this. Let's go see this show."
Yes.
Yeah, very cute. Next up we have Miss Onion Nerve.
Come on, there.
I was confused. I'll be honest. I was confused by this look. Like, this look for me was like she found a dead crow in the desert and plucked the dead crow and then tried to. I did not like this look. And I did not like this hair on her. Like, to me, it's giving bad Beavis the Harbs, and that's just me.
So I really like the idea that she was going for. It is very, black tie, very, because, it's Vegas, very, very, sparkly, cute, very, very profesh, very, simple. It looks very simple, which is nice. But the hair, I do agree, it could have been something else, but that is definitely a choice.
Yeah, it's a choice. um, the interesting thing with this was when she went in for hold on, let's see. Bitch, fuck you. Dakota said, "Do my eyes deceive me? Mackenzie with a smoky eye. Who are you and what have you done with our barefaced queen?" Yes, I'm wearing makeup today. I had something I had to go to, so I am dressed up. I don't usually put on makeup for anything unless I'm. So enjoy it. I did it because I knew you wouldn't be here, Dakota. That's the only reason I did it.
Period.
But yeah, I thought the interesting thing was when we get to the interview with Miss Latrice Royale, because
Mhm.
girl, we found out that Anya is a full-time cook and does drag only part-time. And she got called out for being a little bit too in her head. And Latrice
Mhm.
said that the talent is there, but that she is not a beam of joy that RuPaul wants to headline a Vegas stage.
Ooh.
Girl,
Well.
like, that is not something you want to hear from someone who's in, like, who has RuPaul's ear. But you know what? That got me. And I have said all season, there's something about, and I don't know what it is, and I can't put my finger on, but it's something that just irks me with her. And I
Yeah.
think that what Latrice called her out on is it. Sam Starr got called out this episode by the judges for being too or overconfident to a point where it almost comes
Mhm.
across as cocky or arrogant. And I don't know why the other people aren't getting called out for things as well. For like Anya, for example, Anya always turns on that magic sparkle when she's walking down a runway. But if
Mhm.
she's not walking down a runway or on a main or a camera for a challenge, she does not turn that sparkle on. And in this interview, it was just, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's very sparkle. I understand, but like,
She's got to have
yeah,
that turned on all the time.
I know, but a lot of people turn that on when there's big people around. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a real legit heart. You know what I'm saying? It's
But to me,
being
that comes
played.
across, to me, it's like it's two-faced. You know what I mean? Like, she may not be, and she may be the kindest person in the world. And we see that with the other girls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But when you give two different people, like for me, the person that you see on stage is the person that you see backstage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we're kind of alike in a lot of that. But I'm not going to be one person when the cameras are on and then a completely different person when they're off.
Right. I'm gonna be too worried about if I'm gonna fuck up or not.
And the fact that she is only doing this part-time and that she doesn't have that, she's not being a beam of joy and she's not being, to me, that's a red flag for, especially for America's Next Drag Superstar, because you have to be on at all times and you have to be running full, you know, there's no break, there's no downtime, and if you have an off moment or if you just frown or whatever, then you're going to be talked about and,
Yeah.
you've got to be on 24/7.
Right.
Yep. Let's see. Otherwise, let's see. Here's her. Ooh. Here's her video poker look. And here's another thing I noticed. All the other girls have changed. She did not change. She wore the same thing for the video thing as she wore for her photo shoot. Everyone else has changed. Sam Starr had on that big gown that RuPaul was having to hold up. And then she was wearing the little, red feathery look. Jules also had on something different and then changed down to something that was like a panty bra, with Johnstone. So Anya chose to wear the same thing for everything.
Mm.
Anyway, here's her individual look photo shoot. Queens are wild. That's a good picture. I love the picture.
I do like it. I love the face. Very, very, very. It's a very bold look, and I like that. It
Very
looks
well.
good right
Like, smile
there.
is a very welcoming smile.
Mm-hmm.
And here's her photo shoot with the boys. But to me, wearing that black wig and a black backdrop, she just disappears for me. Like my eyes are drawn to the bulges, and like her, she's an afterthought. And if you're going to be in a picture with those, well, you have to be like your eyes have to go to that first for it to be a good photo to me.
Yeah. Did you like the boys that were surrounded with her?
Girl, I
Mm.
would I would get in trouble. I would get a sexual harassment charge. I would.
The only thing about this one though is she's disappearing into the background.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah. Like you
That's
can
that's
like
the
you
only
see her
thing.
face and you see that right. But if it wasn't for the rhinestones right here in her face,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she looks like a ghost.
Mm.
Yeah, not a good choice. But yeah. Otherwise, I thought her video was cute. It was funny. Like it was, I felt like she had one of the better videos outside of Jules. Yeah. But let's see. We'll put that and then remove. So next up we have Miss Lexi Love. Let's see. Let me pull up Lexi over here. Lexi, there she is. So this was Lexi on the main or on her interviews on the stage with Latrice. Here she goes. Here's her photo shoot look. I loved this look on her. Loved this look.
Mm-hmm. I love the headpiece. Ugh.
Her body looked amazing in it too.
Mm-hmm.
But girl, she was fighting with her teeth. Like literally, like, ooh, somebody needs to check on her Invisalign because girl, she
We
and
clocking
right here when
this
she
line, girl.
and right here where she RuPaul tells her to lift her arm up.
Mm-hmm.
RuPaul says, "Yeah, lift that arm up." She says, "Boys, get in there and get a sniff." She said, "Don't."
Damn.
But the biggest surprise for me with her was on this main stage. Girl went. So if you might have seen, we have Lexi, who had one of the most vulnerable interviews that we've seen all fucking season. She opened up about being a crybaby, being on hormones, but not just in a cute way. And she shared that she was sex trafficked when she was younger. It was a very heavy, powerful moment that shifted the energy in that room and reminded us that behind the glitter and the giggles, that these queens have lived through some real fucking stuff. And she showed strength, softness, honesty, and that takes major guts. So kudos to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she shared that she had been sex trafficked and she went to a party, was on drugs, took some friends home, went back to the party, and woke up a couple days later and had been handcuffed to the bed for 3 days.
Oh,
Yeah.
girl.
Like, but kudos for her for sharing. Like, that takes a lot of guts to share. And I like the fact that she shared it and she didn't try to do it in a way that was attention grabbing. It was just trying to share, this is my story and this is how I have grown from it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Girl, she has grown from it. And
yeah.
I love her story for it.
Yep. This is her runway or her look for her promo photo. Everybody say love. Looks so good back there. Love, love, love that look. Then here's her look with the boys. Again, I didn't first look at her and she's right dead in the middle. I looked at the boys.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I would have said probably she should have done something a little different with the headpiece.
Yeah.
It's too flat. Like it lost me. But I get it.
She also changed her look for the video.
Mm.
Dakota said, of course, the one time I'm not on the show, she decides to wear makeup. Miracles really do happen, but only in my absence. Sadly, my judge decline was the sacrifice needed to summon the glam gods. Fuck you, whore. And then said, honestly, I might start taking sick days more often as this is what I'm going to ban you from the chat, girl.
Damn.
But yeah,
Don't get banned.
Lexi changed her outfit, so Anya so far is the only one that did not.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Lexi's video also was what did Ross Matthews say? Looking down at my notes. Yeah, it was just meh, but it was like, no, they just said somebody else. But yeah, it was kind of like she was selling something on the strips of Vegas, but not the good side of the strip. She was selling stuff down on the bad side of the strip. Is how it was coming across. Like it was kind of coming across as hookerish. But I think that's just because she was nervous, but
it happens for sure.
All of us that got a little hoe in us every once in a while. They ain't nothing wrong with it.
Mm-mm.
I got my hoe moments. I know it don't look like it because I'm a Christian lady, but
What is a hoe?
Girl, I don't know. Somebody that gets paid. That's what a hoe is, and I don't get paid. I give away for free. Last but not least, ooh, girl, we have Miss.
Okay.
She is giving. Looks like she just wandered into the shoot looking like it was a senior yearbook photo shoot. Like, wore that little dress, which I don't get. RuPaul sitting there. I laughed at this because I was like, RuPaul's like, okay, now do another look. And she went, RuPaul's like, okay, change it up. And she went,
a mess.
That was the most painful painful thing that I watched this entire season.
An absolute mess.
Yeah, and then she tells them, get guys, and the guys pick her up. She's like, ooh, and RuPaul says, bump your booty up. And she goes, like, no versatility. And I think Ru called her out on that and said, you were the hardest person to direct. Like, took no direction whatsoever. And Susie Toot, of course, was going into this. Oh, this is going to be my challenge to win. This is mine. Boots.
Yeah.
Then Susie Toot, of course, bonds with Latrice Royale. They're both from Fort Lauderdale, so they have Fort Lauderdale roots. Small world, big wigs, but she still seemed like the lost intern at a drag brunch. Like, yeah, I did not like her look at all for this. It was giving pedestrian for me.
You didn't like that look?
No, I did not.
I like it. Very pin-up-y. I really like that she's very different than just trying to be the pretty queen, but she's pretty in her own self. I actually really like this look on her. Out of all the looks that she had this season, very, very professional look. And I would wear this outfit with the hair.
Okay. Here's her picture with the boys. I mean, pretty good, but compared to the other queens, it's meh for me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do we have? Oh yeah, there's her individual one. You better work. Again, just not. To me, it's not glamorous enough. Dakota said she also loves Susie's look in the interview. It was very Christina Aguilera in the Candyman music video. Yes, but to me, if you're going to have that, like, it needs to be rhinestoned up. It needs to be dragged up. It's just not, and especially for something Vegas. Oh, and then RuPaul set her up and she said, so Susie, you ever dream that you'd be, or something like that, or it's just been a dream of yours? She's like, no, not really. You were in a job interview with RuPaul Charles. And if RuPaul Charles asks you, is this your dream? I never really dreamed of this. I didn't think it would ever be possible. But now being here, I'm just so excited at the possibilities that I know this could bring me. Like, I'm so sick. It's a job interview. You got to sell yourself.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you're one of the lucky ones out of so many people. Of course, this is your dream. You auditioned, right? So, I mean, be honest about it.
Exactly. And her video was very, ahoy, sailors. You're going to make a splash. Very, very, the pinup, the whole pinup thing. And it's just, that right there. Hold on, let me go back to it.
Are you talking about Michelle?
Yes.
Oh,
That was the look of every judge during this whole thing. If somebody was looking at me like that I'm going to be like,
a mess.
yeah. And then she's like, chips ahoy, tailors. Oh, did I call myself a whore? What did I call myself? And it was awkward. It was weird. It was, and I usually like awkward and weird, but it was not great. Then we have the coming from a girl who hates interviews. It's really hard to sell yourself when you always give it away for free. But that makes you popular with the boys.
Always.
Then we have Gift Shop by RuPaul. That they all had to perform to, which, here's our judges. So, if y'all wonder why it's kind of weird, I can only show 5 seconds of video and then 5 seconds of something else. So I'm showing 5 seconds of video and then I'm cutting to a picture. Then 5 seconds something else, cutting to a picture. That way we don't get a TR thing. Yeah. So I thought Sam Star looked amazing. I thought Lexi looked good.
I agree.
Yeah, Sam Star looked very Vegas. She wore the hair for her. I loved Anya's outfit for this.
Really?
Yes, like the rhinestones and the sparkle, it gave Vegas for me.
But not the hair.
Not the hair, but I like the outfit.
Yeah.
Miss Lexi, hold on, I think it shows it on the next one. Lexi she was trying. At least hers was rhinestoned, but it was giving me like a 70s disco. Susie Toot wore a flapper dress that we've already seen. And then Jules had on like a blue coat look that was it looked Vegas-y as well. Like I felt like that their numbers for that all looked pretty good.
Yeah.
I did not like the song. Like I thought it was a cute song, but really, why do you need a song to tell everyone we're going to go to your gift shop?
Well, I mean, come on, advertising.
I mean, RuPaul's the queen of advertising.
Hey, always. Why not? It's your show, girl. So many so many awards, honey. Can't even keep up.
I wouldn't be doing a song. I would just be going and having the pit crew boys go and have all that merchandise on their arms and take their sweaty bodies and be like, would you like to get a shirt? You have that messed man with his crotch in my face. I would buy whatever he had. But a song, because I think the gift shop is like a half a mile down on the other side of the casino. I'm not going to walk that far, especially if it's out of my way.
Yeah.
I thought it was a cute number. Let's see. The critiques that we got on that was, let's see. Lexi was flirty. They said that Anya was giving a smoldering eye contact. And I believe the judges posted that they felt like they were pregnant from Anya. Susie Toot was trying to tap dance in a sailor suit. Ross and Tracy, both of the judges, were basically saying that they were undressed from all of the eye fucking that Anya was giving them on stage.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about Anya on your nerves. I mean, she's not up to par to the other queens. I just don't see how she's there.
You heard it here first, folks. I agree completely. And then they
But
said
at the
that
same
Susie
time, I
Sailor
hope
tap
something
routine.
comes out.
Yeah. And then they said about Susie Toot's Sailor tap routine. Ross Matthews said it wasn't Vegas. It wasn't even Reno. Girl, I just don't. I don't get how Anya has not been in the bottom before. Like Susie, I can see, but we'll get there. We got to do the runways, but we'll see there. We'll get there. Okay. The runway theme was opulent outerwear. Opulent outerwear. So first up, we have Jules Sparkles. Fast forward a little bit. Here we go. Opulent outerwear.
What?
I fucking love this look. Hold on, let me put our banner. I'm going across. I love this look. I'm gonna say this was my slay of the day.
Slay of the day as well. Yes, all those feathers, honey. Very, very gorge. Like top notch.
Yep, I loved it. Let's see. Next up, we have. Where is
that look all burning?
Here's Jules. Next up, we have Miss Lexi Love. The coat, it looked like a puffer coat. For it to be like it looks rich, but it doesn't look opulent. It doesn't look.
That's not a housekeeper. You should have got a housekeeper.
Period.
Not house.
Huh?
Yeah, one of my roommates was like, she likes this. She likes the pigtails, but this whole cover coat thing, it could have been super super stoned, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I'm trying to get back to the back of it. I think it's fixing to do it right here.
But it looks like we've already seen that outfit she's wearing underneath of it, though.
Yeah. Yeah, like the only rhinestoning that she did to it was right there. So it's like the hearts right in the back. Like that whole fucking jacket needed to be stoned.
Mm-hmm.
And like we know she had the ability to do it because like all the other stuff that she's brought this season has been like top tier. Like I just don't know why she didn't go. If she had stoned the fuck out of this, I would have been like, yes, that's Vegas.
Yeah.
That's opulent outerwear. But you know, that and then what she's wearing underneath is almost like an afterthought. But it just to me, the two don't go together. I love the hair though.
Yeah, I do like the hair. I think the coat would have been great if the actual outfit inside of it that's on her body would have been completely different.
Yeah. Let's see. Dakota said earlier, I will say, although Susie too has pigeonholed herself as the pinup girl of the season, she's consistent with her looks and talent. Yeah, okay, that's what you said earlier. Or she's consistent with her aesthetic. So I can't think what she's trying to say. Yeah,
I think this is one of her bottom looks.
I agree.
That's
very. Didn't she come like with 10 or 15 suitcases and like 3 or 4 looks upon? It's just like this is a mess for me.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Saying that, but it's like.
Sorry, Lexi, if you're watching.
I love everything else you've done this season. Like, but at least we saw her confidence come back after the photo shoot.
Mm-hmm.
That gave her a little bit more confidence. At least she got more of her confidence back for this, which I love seeing.
Yeah.
And I'll just say, I feel like the reason that she is safe this episode is because she was so vulnerable. That would have been really cruel and heartless of them to let her share that she was sex trafficked.
Yeah.
She was younger and then put her in the bottom. Like,
that would have been so bad.
Yeah. Let's see. We have up next Who we've already done. We did Jules. We did Lexi. Next up, we have Miss Anya Nerve. And this gold medallion door knocker earrings looking like Cleopatra hosting a rap battle. Like,
Oh,
I know she's trying. It does not look opulent to me. It looks, I don't know. It just doesn't look thought through, maybe. And like, it looks just heavy. The earrings, I don't like how big the earrings are, and just kind of like, to me, she needed to edit it down a little bit. I think
I love how more I love this outfit due to the fact of it's a lot different than what she's been bringing on the runway. It's more
this is one of the
bigger.
better things that she's brought.
Yeah. But like, why don't you like the earrings? Let's be honest, girl. Why not?
Because to me, you can't really move. You can't really dance in those. If she had to lip sync or perform in that, she's not going to be able to move.
There's no telling if she was going to rip that off and have a cute little leotard underneath there and just buck the house down boots.com.
If you're going to wear big ass fucking earrings, I want you to wear them big ass fucking like, baby, when I performed, if I had something big on, it was something that I could have done flips in and they ain't going to go nowhere. I never once lost wigs or jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
They stayed on. But that, I don't see how she would if she had a lip sync in it. But just, I don't know. It just, to me, it needs to be edited down a little bit, and it's like a taste level. Like, I know the African genre she's trying to go for, but to me, it's just like a cop. And it's not even a dress. She's wearing pants. And I didn't even realize that until I was rewatching another podcast. And they were talking about it, and they're like, she's wearing pants. I went back and looked, and she is wearing pants. Yeah. But I'm like, I don't know. It's just too much going on for me. And it doesn't say opulent.
Like, after looking at it, yeah, it looks super baggy. There's no waist. There's no nothing like that.
And like with her hands out here almost the whole time, it's like, okay, are you this big? Are you so fat you can't put your hands down? Or like, I don't know. For me, it's a meh.
Yeah, it's a meh.
Because I would not wear it.
But I will say that this is a really cool look for her to come down the runway.
It is one of her better looks, but yeah. Better than when she walked into the workroom with the first time. Next up, we have Miss Samantha Starr. She got read by the judges saying that this aged her a lot and made her look a lot older than she is. I do agree with that. She did say that she was wearing this color because it's RuPaul's favorite color, so she's trying to, suck some butthole. For me, I would mop this look. I don't feel like it's the slay of the day because I don't think it's as good as Jules.
Yes.
And the only reason I thought Jules was better is because it was very Vegas-y. This is also very Vegas-y, but this is the old Vegas, and Jules was doing more like Showgirl Vegas. But yeah, I would
say it's more like very Indian, very let me have like the 6 arms come out of the back kind of thing. Very Princess Jasmine in a way. But I don't see Showgirl, no.
This is very opulent though. And it's opulent outerwear. And so it did fasten at the collar. So it almost looks like a choker necklace, but it's not. It's fastening and then that comes off. So it is outerwear. So I mean, she met the mark.
Yep.
But yeah, I would mop it.
Yep. Me too.
Let's see. Next up we have, or last but not least, we have Miss Boot Boot Susie Toot.
Oh, that's so cute. I love that.
1920s cocoon coat. I would say it's opulent, but more in a haunted museum kind of way, opulent.
Girl, that's stunning.
I mean, it is stunning, but like
I think that's the second best look.
Yeah, I would agree. Yep. Very pretty on her. Like,
Very
yeah.
high fashion, very out of the box. I really love that headpiece. How cutesy, very Yzma from Emperor's New Groove. Love it. You know.
The problem that we have with her, and that the judges call her out for, is they loved her makeup all season and how it went from the Susie Toot look and how versatile she was. And then they felt like she went backwards by going back to what she'd originally done. Susie was trying to get the full circle moment, and I'm back as a new and improved Susie, but it was a worse Susie with the makeup. Like, they hated this makeup. Like, when we have critiques, there were mixed critiques for everybody. Like, you really didn't know who was going to be in the bottom until it got to Susie, and you knew Susie was going to be in the bottom. Like, it was just, yeah. I don't like this makeup. Like, she has done so much better makeup that looked more 1920s inspired to me than what this is right here.
I love it.
Like, which one was it? It was even some of her designs, but like almost all the makeup that she did throughout the middle was so much more polished to me than this makeup is. And that's just my opinion. Let's see here. So we find out that I have this. So this was the queens coming in before they went on the main stage, entering the workroom, posing, because this is the last time that they'll all be in the workroom, because this is the last challenge. Here are our judges. We have Michelle, RuPaul. RuPaul looked good in this dress.
That looks like Michelle.
Yep.
Twice.
We have Miss Ross Matthews, and then we have none other than Diana Ross's love child. And I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Let me Google really quick.
Come on, Google.
So I say it correctly, because children. Tracy Ellis Ross? Is that Tracy? Yeah. Yeah, Tracy Ellis Ross. Yep. From Blackish. Girlfriends, Blackish, things like that. But yeah. And I did not know that was Diana Ross's fucking daughter until this. Like, I had no idea that was Diana Ross's daughter.
That's crazy.
Girl, like, come on, mama.
She looked good.
She does look good. Let's see. Here we go again. These are the looks. Jules, Lexi. Click through. Find out that the winner of the week is none other than Jules Sparkles.
Yes.
Jules, I think has a shit flick. She's like, what? What? Oh my God. I won? And we find out that lip syncing is going to be none other than Susie Toot and Miss Samantha Starr. And baby, Samantha Starr looks pressed. She does not look happy at all. But they are lip syncing to Love Child. And it is a very emotional number. There's hugging, there's drama, and there's that desperate we've come too far energy. Susie Toot. What's that? Oh, so I'm sorry. So yeah. Hold on. Why did that go to there? So we find out that here we go. For this one, we find out that because Jill Sparkles won, she has been invited to be a headliner in the Las Vegas live show. So that's why that. So, girl, that's I'd rather win that than win. Like,
hello.
Come on, bitch.
That's pretty cool, though.
That is very fucking cool. Yeah, Drag Race Live. Then we find out that with the lip sync, it was two very different styles. Like, for me, they both did really good. And I love the fact they came together there in the middle and started hugging each other. But we did find out that, unfortunately, Miss Susie Toot did not win the lip sync. To me, though, she was doing, I'm trying to go back and see if I can find it. Yeah, here we go. Right here. Like, Susie's just doing this jumping up and down and kind of doing a little bit of tap dance. And Sam Starr is just sitting there and just kind of like lip syncing the song. Like kind of standing in one place, parking and barking and really. But the thing about it, like Diana Ross really does not get in and do like some real big, like, she don't really move. If anything, her hair starts moving.
Yeah.
You know,
It
if
starts
anything,
bouncing a little.
one of them should have borrowed Anya's big ass wig and wore that for the lip sync song.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been fucking fierce.
It would have been. I do know that they both turned it out really, really well. And it was unfortunate that Susie Toot had to go home. But I'm really glad that Sam was able to stay.
You know it's good when the guest judge wipes her eyes, and that's Diana
Mhm.
Ross's daughter. You know.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and Sam Starr, of course, breaks down because she's won. Susie Toot's sad. Susie Toot walks off the stage, gets to the end of the stage, and goes and does a little tap dance number, kind of like she did at the beginning. And RuPaul says, "That's Morse code for I'm going to key your car."
Yes.
Come on, man. Yep. Susie Toot. Yeah, here's where she says, "I'm going to key your car." Susie Toot goes backstage, leaves her message, says, "Getting the crown just got a whole lot easier. Love, Susie Toot."
Oh.
Let's see. So do you think RuPaul made the right call? Or should Susie have tap danced her way to safety one more time?
It would have been really cool to see them do like a top 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I will say,
because I think she deserved it, honestly.
Like, Sam Starr, she's an Alabama girl. So, like, I have to go with I have to root for my Sam Starr. But, like, first of all, I don't feel like Sam should have been in the bottom to begin with.
Right. I agree.
I feel like Anya, honestly, I feel like Anya should have been there, or Lexi. Because Lexi was more vulnerable in her interview, I see them not letting it happen. But Anya, even if her video was good, and even if her, her photo shoot was, man, her video was good and her on-stage presence was good. But for one of the people who are interviewing you for this says, you are not high energy. You are not the energy RuPaul wants on her stage in Vegas. That should have counted for something.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but I feel like they just keep saving Anya this season and giving her a pass. Whereas any other season, like, she would have been called out for,
everything.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know why they're kind of saving her for this, excuse me.
Yeah, because like
for the season, but it's yeah.
Well,
here we go. Getting the crown just got a lot easier for y'all. Love you, girls. Susie Duke. I will say she was a class act. Yeah, they looked at her as the front runner, but I don't know why they were looking at her and Anya Nerve or Sam as front runners, because they were ahead of her. But yeah, I really think Susie will be back for an all-star season. I think, I want a Broadway.
I think she would do good too.
All-star season. Mm-hmm. I want a Broadway girls all-star season. I think that would be sickening. Really quick, we going. Let's see. Shout out for Miss Hormona Lisa and Miss Acacia Forgot. They starred in Trisha Paytas's Bubbly music video. So this is a shot from that they did. Then we have Lana Geray and Crystal Envy posting what their looks would have been last week for the Twins Challenge. Or the challenge. I would have loved to see Crystal Envy do this on somebody. Like, this look is so gorgeous. Like, kind of like the sisters, sisters,
yeah. I
Might
do
get
like the picture on the right side. Super, super cute.
yeah, with her and
I love the hair as bows. I really love that so much.
yep.
And between those two, I like the bows. I
And
like the
with
bowsies.
lingerie's look, like this is one of the better looks that we've seen from her. Like this is the best look that she had on the main stage for me.
Yes.
Like than some of the other stuff that she wore. So
Mm-hmm.
yep. Wish more of the queens would put their looks up that they did because I love seeing what they would have worn on stage. But so far, Crystal Envy has been the best about it. She's posted every single one of her looks, so love that. Well, next week will be the episode 15, the Lollapalooza SmackDown, and the week after that we'll be crowning our winners. So, as of right now, who do you think is taking home the crown?
Who do you think's gonna win the Lollapalooza?
I think it's going to be. I think it'll be either Susie Toot or Corey King.
I heard it through the grapevine. Susie too.
Yep. I think just because Corey King's got such a fan following.
Yeah.
So does Susie Toot, and so many people are mad that Susie did not win that I really could see them giving it to Susie and just to pacify some of her fans that she won something.
Yes.
Outside of that, who do you think is going to win?
Well, seeing that Sam was helped by RuPaul, girl, RuPaul don't do that. He'll let you just fail right there,
Well,
girl.
to be fair, though, RuPaul did help every one of the queens and was posing them and doing stuff like that. But
Right.
with Sam, he did go and help her with dress and stuff. I'll say
It's either a Sparkles or Sam, I think.
and I think because so many people think it's Anya just because she's got 4 wins, I see RuPaul just upping and doing something different. I will say, and this is no tea, no spoilers, or nothing. If you just go and look at the photos that they've shared on all their accounts, just Facebook alone, Jules has gotten more comments, hearts, shares, and everything than almost all of the rest of them.
Oh,
when
yeah.
it comes to engagement and who the fans are saying they want to win, I would say 60%. I think Anya or Jules is probably ahead by 10 or 15,000 likes from Anya. Anya is ahead of Lexi by maybe 5,000 likes. And Lexi is ahead of Sam by about 20,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so Sam is coming in last right now with fan votes of who they're liking. Lexi is third, Anya second, Jules is first.
But like RuPaul always says, his decision is the only decision that matters. So realistically,
they're looking to see who fan favorites are. I don't see them going and doing that and then giving it to the person that nobody liked or had the least.
Yeah, you're right.
And there's been no Latino winner since Bianca Del Rio. Well, Bianca and then who was season 7? Violet Chachki. So we've had no Latino winner on the U.S. franchise since those two. So we're 10 years past due.
Well, I think I think it would be good for Jules to win. But my question is, what would she do with that platform? You know what I'm saying? I know Lexi would do a lot with it. Sam, I don't know what he would do with it. But you know, each one would whoever does win is going to do great in their reign, and
Well,
everybody that made it did a really good job during their journey of this season.
yeah. Oh,
Well, ladies, it's just me. So,
um,
so my question to all the viewers is, who do you think is going to win
yeah. Who do you
RuPaul's Drag
think?
Race
I'm
season
trying to
17?
figure out where this thing. Why is it doing this? Oh, there we are.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Welcome back to the
Don't know
main
what happened.
stage.
Oops. So I'm going to give everyone a fair warning. Spoiler alert. If you don't want to know anything, mute right now. And I'm going to hold my hand up. And as long as my hand is up, stay muted if you don't want to know something. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, rumor is that the top two that win or get to the final is going to be Jules and Anya. They're the final two standing. So, if that's the case, I'm kind of hoping for a Jules win just for an upset because it'll piss people off. You know, but also because we have, you know, then we'll have our first Latino winner in quite some time. But I mean, either one's going to be good because I mean, Anya has eaten the season up, whether we agree with it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Anyway, okay, down. Spoilers done. Not saying spoilers. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know, you know.
Well, you got anything you want to plug? You got anything coming up? Any shows you're doing? Any, you know?
So I am performing in Florence, Alabama, April 26th. And then next month, I am performing in Arkansas. And yeah, so I have some things lined up.
Check her out. Bring a couple $100 bills. Tip
You'll
well.
get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for. Y'all, you can follow us all on social media. Tsunami, here's Dakota's. She's sick, but go show her some love. Dakota Rain, RAINEXOXO. Tsunami, where can they follow you at?
You can follow me on all social media platforms. It don't matter what it is. Just search Tsunami Rain Duval. Rain, RAYNE, like blood rain, and Duval, like the pageant.
Period. And y'all can follow me on Instagram or TikTok at KenzieJoe205 or on Twitter/X at Kenzie_reality. You can also follow the Couch Potato Queens on Facebook. That's where we post a lot of our stuff and engagement. You can also follow us on Twitter at Couch Potato QWNZ, Instagram. Subscribe to our channel, Couch Potato Queens. Make sure to like and comment. Don't comment on the video portion of it while we're live. Just wait, hit refresh. Or if you're watching us after we've been live, please leave us a comment. That helps us out so much, and we really appreciate it. We will be back here, I believe, with Miss Tsunami and hopefully a new and improved Dakota, if she hasn't died from her delicate constitutions, to talk about the Lollapalooza SmackDown.
And I promise on the finale, I will be in drag.
For the finale, you know what? For the finale, I will do full glam and, you know, yeah.
Yes.
So
I think it would be fun.
Full high horror glam.
Yeah.
And I'll have my tits taped up to my eyeballs.
Period.
Period. Well, Tater Tots, that is another episode in the books, and what an episode it was. We've got our final 4, and the race for the crown is tighter than Lexi's contour. So thank you to our special guest, the fabulous and the ferocious Tsunami. Y'all make this recap feel like a slumber party in a gay volcano. So y'all make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because, baby, we are hurtling towards the grand finale, and you do not want to miss a single shady moment. And remember, stay salty, but never bitter. Catch y'all later. Bye, Tater Tots.